Wagwan, my G's. What's up? How you guys doing? And welcome back to Messy Studios. Today, actually, is a bit of a different topic. It's a bit more serious. It's about the current issues that have been happening with police brutality and the Blacklivesmatter protests, etc., etc. But before I start, I would like to introduce the beautiful, the one and only Shelly.
Hey guys.
She's looking like a whole chocolate snack. Anyway, so as I said, today's topic is something very serious. As you guys have seen, probably there has been a lot of talk about George Floyd, who was brutally, in my opinion, killed by a policeman. And that has just sparked so much outrage from the Black community in the United States of America, but also all around the world, including us here in Europe. And I just wanted to talk about our opinions of everything that's happening so far, what it is that you as a viewer can do in times like this, how you can let your voice be heard just as much as everyone else. If I look down, I'm looking at my notes, I'm not being antisocial. I personally did not watch this video that's been going around, but I think you have, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
And what was your experience watching it?
When I watched it, I didn't really want to watch it. Like I cried watching it, but I felt like I had to do it.
Right.
I just felt like I had to. And then when I saw it, it depends what angle you see it from. If you see it from front, you see only one guy on him. But then when you see it from the back, there's like 3 men on him. I feel like that was really unnecessary.
It was super unnecessary. Like
you don't need 3 men to hold one guy down.
And he already said like multiple times, like I cannot breathe. And still, even the other officers didn't do anything. They still managed to kill this guy, and I just think it's crazy. We have a third party here. He's incognito. But I also want to hear what you thought about the video.
I always applaud when I see these videos. There are so many incidents like that when police officers just step over the line and brutalize minorities, brutalize like people who are not in a position to defend themselves.
Right.
Like this police officer stepped on his neck for 9 minutes.
Don't do them things.
9 minutes, like.
9 minutes.
And listen, yeah, if there is no justice, yeah, okay, yeah, he got 3rd-degree murder or whatever, okay, cool. But if there's no justice being served with all the policemen involved, because there was no need for have three men on him, then this will keep happening. This is going to be an ongoing cycle, because
Right.
these policemen are going to feel like, okay, the system is in my favor,
Right.
so I can keep messing up people's lives, and I know I won't get tried for it.
Yeah.
So once there's justice, then we're going to start seeing small changes.
Right, so it has to start within institutions. Like it's a whole institutionalized thing. It goes from the court system to the police to schools to hospitals, etc., etc. Everything is kind of made against Black people, and alongside everything that's been happening, and obviously there's been protests going on around the world. Here in Amsterdam today, 1st of June 2020, there was a huge amount of people who came out, supported their opinions and their values, Black Lives Matter. So personally, protesting, I think obviously it's a good short-term thing to do in order to, show your belief as an individual. I don't know what you think about it. Do you think you would ever do it, or?
Yeah, like personally,
Do you encourage
one thing
people
I
to do it?
love about protesting is it brings people from different backgrounds together.
Right.
Everybody, you're like, okay, there's a topic, and you feel like you're alone in that topic, but then when you're protesting, you just like, wow, there's actually
You see the other
you see the
amount of
community,
support.
you see the support you have around
Right.
you, but there's obviously still going to be people not supporting you. There's obviously going to be hateful comments and everything like that, but protesting does portray a message.
Right.
Even if it's a small message, you're still doing
something.
the bare minimum, you're still
Yeah.
doing something. But then when it comes to protesting, there's peaceful protest, and then there's protesting and taking the Mickey.
Right. This taking the mic is, for example, looting. I feel like that whole issue right now is obviously going way too far. You doing this is not going to help, fix the amount of hurt that's going on within the community. You stealing from these places is not going to hurt the corporations. These people are multi-millionaires. They have enough money. They don't care about one store or a couple of stores being looted. Even though, I personally believe that, they've looted us, they've looted our culture, they've looted our people, and why do I care about a corporation being looted? But it's not necessary.
It's about the people losing their jobs. That's what you should care about.
Right.
You know, you're depriving people from jobs.
Yeah, I don't agree with looting.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not safe for you. And it's not only the black community who has been doing looting. The police themselves. There are videos of police smashing windows, of
driving into people
who are peacefully protesting and not even triggering the police in any way, shape, or form, which, in my opinion, is just very, very trash.
Do you feel like where do you feel like change needs to start from? Because it's going to be an ongoing thing
within us.
Within us,
it has to start within us and our own community, because there's so much division already within our own community, and I feel like we've let each other down a lot within our community.
But the system has broken us, you know.
The system has definitely broken us, but that's not a reason for us not to fix ourselves and start moving forward.
I feel like we give up so easily, you know.
Right.
We feel like we do not belong anywhere, and we just like, okay, we don't belong here, so we're just gonna give up. We can't get to the top.
Yeah.
But if you try harder, you don't give up, you can get there, fam.
We can definitely get there.
Not everybody has bad blood. Not everybody has a racist bone in their body. Just
exactly.
because a person is white, that doesn't mean they're racist. Not every white person is racist. Not every Hispanic person is racist. Not every black person is racist. You do not portray. You don't put one race in the same umbrella, because not everybody's the same.
Yeah. So, like, for example, when we're talking about this all lives matter thing, you know, I just find it super selfish if you as an individual can see that there's a movement right now happening of Black Lives Matter, but you want to actually say no, Black Lives Matter. It's not about you being white or black. It's about all lives. But right now, it's about Black lives. Black lives are being lost. Families are these are people. These are human beings who are actually passing away. You know, it's not just a story. It's not just any. This is someone's father. This is someone's husband. This is someone's son. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
put yourself
actually
in
people.
that situation.
And that's the exact same question I saw this woman on the TikTok ask, and it was a crowd of white people, and she said, if you would trade your life or exchange your life with a black person, raise up your hand. In the first round, nobody raised up their hand. And she asked again, she said, no, I don't know if you guys are hearing me properly, but raise up your hand if you would live the life of a black individual in America. And no one raised their hand. And that to me shows me that they know what's going on. They are aware of the injustice in their system, but they're not speaking up about it. And this video pretty much, the reason why I even want to speak about this is because I want people to speak, use your voice, you know what I mean? Even if it's not, you think that it's not going to be impactful, but you know, there's power in numbers. And I feel like the more people speak about it, the more other people start seeing it, the more other people start looking into it, and the more other people will not tolerate this behavior anymore.
Raising awareness, man.
You just speak about it. From brands to, Nike started. There is a list of brands who have came out and spoke about it, but our own community has to speak about it. Our friends have to speak about it. Our white counterparts have to speak about it, you know? And I think you had like a really good quote that you read before.
Okay, so silence is violence. Today I stand in solidarity with black people who experience racial injustice, hatred and violence just because of their skin color. I stand for equal opportunities, equal treatment, equal rights. We demand justice for every innocent black life that has been lost to the police brutality. We demand justice for every black person who has been wrongfully convicted for crimes they did not commit. And we demand justice for those who have gotten longer sentences just because they are black. We need change. We cannot ignore that racism is deeply rooted into not only our lives, but our institutions.
Facts. And guys, this, for example, is just the number of lives that have been recorded and been shown to, you know, us, of the amount of people who have died.
Think about the ones that are hidden.
Think about the ones that we don't see.
The ones that we don't know about.
Not even from police brutality, but from wrongful incarceration. They die in prison. You know, they are put in... The system is there to backtrack us. And that's why we need to... And like literally indulge in the system and start changing things in the system. That's why we study law. But I want to be at least in a position where I know I'm putting legislation down. I'm making some type of change within the system. That's what I'm personally doing. And there's a thread of things you can do. You can donate petitions, you know, to different numbers. If you're in America, you can call state officials and people who have any kind of reach to governors, etc., to bring awareness to.
It's doing some purpose.
Literally.
Black women are talking about something.
To bring attention to the whole problem. So guys, please speak up. You have a voice. We have a platform right now. We have the internet. There's so many things we can do with it. So
And don't forget, during Corona time, the internet was booming. Everybody was on their phones. So the best place to raise awareness is the internet.
is the internet. So guys, please be aware of what's happening. Use your voice the right way. Do the little things that you can do because it all counts. It really does. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you were enlightened. I hope that I inspired you to say something and do something. And thank you so much for my special guest for joining this. Obviously, we needed powerful black women to speak about this issue. And my other guest over there, a powerful black man, but he doesn't want to be on the camera.
Disembodied voice.
He's too ugly for the cam.
Okay, this is how we play, huh?
But I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. Stay safe and
8.5 meter after.
Stay away from me. Bye.